Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is going to be my final reaction from the brand new Sleep Token album. So far I've done the entire album, so basically the tracks that weren't previously released. And this is the last one. This is called, I think it's pronounced Euclid? Euclid? No. Euclid. I think it's Euclid. Um probably but I probably each of them pronunciations is probably butchering it. But this is the last song on the album. And so, considering the last track was Take Me Back to Eden, which was the title track, it's going to be interesting to see how to follow it, because I think it would have been a great closer to the album. But you never know with Sleep Token what kind of closure you're going to get. So, I'm very excited, because once I finish this, I'm actually going to go back and listen to the full thing, because I haven't listened to it as a full album. I've just listened to the songs separately that were not previously released. So, yes, so this is the final track on the new Sleep Token album, Euclid. So, it's probably something like that. Anyway, beyond the point, let's listen to this.
Just run it back, give me 5 whole minutes. I am thick out on the inside, burning. I've got a ghost in the hallway, grinning, and a heavy head that won't stop turning. If my fate is a bad collision, and if my mind is an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision. Give me one last ride on a sunset skylane. Call me when you get the chance. I can feel the walls around me closing in. Just running forward, alive like wires, as I see the past on an empty ceiling. I play along with the life signs anyway, but hope to God you don't know this feeling. Yet in reverse you were all my symmetry. A parallel I would lay my life on. So if your wings won't find you heaven, I will bring it down like an ancient bygone. Call me when you have the time. I just need to leave this part of me behind. Do you remember me? When the rain gathers, and do you still believe that nothing else matters for me?
Oh, the callback. Oh my god. Oh my god. The fact that that calls back to The Night Does Not Belong to God, which is the first song of Sundowning, is... Oh my god. The emotions. Holy shit. Yeah, so before I get into the rest of the track, the fact that it ended with that, since I have gone back and listened to the rest of Sleep Token's discography, the song that has stood out to me the most is The Night Does Not Belong to God. And for them to do a callback to that at the end of that track, because that track was just, of all the tracks on the album, that one I think gives you the most, give me anyway, the most like euphoric feel. It almost felt like I was fucking flying through the skies and like everything was going to be all right. And like, you know, it's almost like it gives me similar vibes to Are You Really Okay, but more like, you know, on like a more uplifting side, like both like, you know, production wise, musically and stuff like that. But then for them to call back to that, which is like that song I have had on repeat for like a month now. It's just stood out to me so much. And for it all just to come back to that, like you could nearly now listen to the 3 albums and they'll just flow into each other. Amazing. That is... You could literally start with Sundowning, go all the way through to the end of this, and then just start again. Just a cycle. Oh, that was so nice. Like you don't know that song like has just... I like, for me personally, certain songs just really resonate with me, and The Night Does Not Belong to God really resonates with me like a lot. And I've listened to it a lot, and like it's a very almost kind of like an emotional song to me. It talks to me. There's just something about it, and for them to reel it back into that at the end of that track as a callback to it, and it kind of almost took me a second to realize that it was that track, and then for them to even have like, you know, the kind of piano-y key part at the start of it, the dun 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 back in it is just but like there was other parts that I had to say that because like it's not often that artists do that when they make callbacks to their other tracks, but for them to make a callback to that track in particular, and for like, you know, for The Night That Does Not Belong to God to start the Sundowning, and then for this to now end Take Me Back to Eden, is such a amazing. I love that. But that track in general, once again, builds beautifully, big and euphoric. Probably one of my favorite parts of it was like the call and response part, where it was just like Vessel and the piano, and then like, you know, you had the stabby drums and guitars coming in. I love when bands do that. I love a good call and response. That was incredible. But no, it's like there's probably other parts of the song that I'm like missing out on, but that last bit really just took me back. It's all that's going through my mind currently at the moment. But what a journey this album has been. And once again, I haven't actually listened to the album from start to finish, because I purposely didn't listen to the previously released songs. So I just went from the tracks that were released on the album that we didn't hear before. And each song is fantastic. I've loved each song. Each song is unique. to themselves. There's no one song that sounds the same. And then after Take Me Back to Eden, the title track, I was like, I wonder how they're going to end this. I wonder will they just end it with like maybe like a soft ballad, with maybe just Vessel on the piano, and then it starts like that, but then it becomes more and takes on a journey of its own, and then for it to end the way it did really has just left me just feeling so like there's not too many bands that do that, at least from the bands I listen to. I kind of call myself a bit of a basic bitch when it comes to music. So like, you know, I like what I like. I tend to not venture out too much, but I try to venture out every now and then. And then so for me to start listening to Sleep Token at the start of the year, and for obviously Chokehold and Summoning to be the big tracks that to wear, and to fall in love with them, and then for them to release the other songs like Granite, Vor, Akorija, and then obviously Do You Wish That You Loved Me, and for each one of them songs to be their own kind of beast and like, you know, have their own place. Especially like the main reason why I'm doing the reaction to this album was because when I obviously The Summoning was the big reaction song for a lot of people, but for me, Do You Wish That You Love Me was one that I just was not expecting. Like, I know they go kind of poppy at times, but that track to me was really, really one that I just went, holy shit. And to me, like, for a lot of people, it wasn't one of their favorite songs from the songs previously released before the album, but for me, it was probably maybe my second favorite. Summoning, it's kind of hard to not put The Summoning at one from the songs that were previously released. But Do You Wish That You Love Me, I sat here and I was just in awe of the track, and that is what made me got back into doing reactions. I haven't done reactions in quite a long time. I didn't for quite a while, but I think this was the perfect album for me to do it again. And for the songs that I listened to, and then especially for it to end with that, just like it's very rare that I get this feeling nowadays, because for me, like, I feel like with music, I love a lot of music, but not a lot of music sings to my soul, and Sleep Token are one of them bands that have really, really I don't want to say impacted me, but they kind of have. It's very rare that a band really takes over for me. The last band that really did that for me were Ghost. Absolutely love Ghost, one of my favorite bands, and for me, I listen to new music every now and then, and there'll be some bands and I'm like, oh, they're pretty cool. For example, Electric Callboy. I think they're great. They're a very fun band, great musicians. But certain bands are different. Certain bands will take me to places that I don't usually go, and just make me I never stop appreciating music, but really just remind me how much I love music and how much it just really is a massive, massive part of my life. And Sleep Token have done that for me. So everyone, thank you very much for listening to me ramble, because that song was only like 5 minutes long and this video is now 14 minutes long, so I probably won't edit much of that out, because I think I said a lot of stuff that I wanted to say. But if you did suffer through all that, thank you very much. And thank you if you've watched all the videos. Thank you very much. Even if you've only watched one video, I do appreciate you all. I hope you enjoyed my reactions. I also hope Bob did. So if anybody didn't see, we have Bob, my cat, has been asleep on the top bunk, and the reason why my top bunk isn't made, or well, isn't fully made, is because I didn't want to disturb him. You don't want to disturb your kitty cat when they're having a nice little nappy nap. And so yeah, once again, I'll leave all my socials down below. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, I stream every week. I stream 4 to 5 times a week. I would love for you to stop by and for us to talk about the album and just Sleep Token in general and just music in general. Because if there's one thing I love talking about, it is music. So once again, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next.